In the depths of Tatooine, a disguise had to be flawless to fool the mighty Jabba the Hutt. Let's see if this replica can fool the toughest collectors in the galaxy.
Welcome to the Imperial Outpost, troopers. So, in this transmission, we're looking at the Galaxy's Edge exclusive Lando Calrissian Skiff Guard helmet. But is it worth all your hard-earned galactic credits? Or should it be tossed straight into the Sarlacc pit? Well, let's find out. So starting at the front of the box, you have a nice picture of the helmet there with some information on. You have a nice maroon border on the top with Skiff Guard helmet. Very nice. Moving round to the side, we have the standard Galaxy's Edge picture there. And that replicates up to the top and on the other side as well. Nothing on the bottom, just legal jargon. Moving round to the back of the box, and we see the same again, the helmet, but without the information. The nice maroon at the top with Skiff Guard helmet. But if you look in the corner here, you can see there's a logo, and that represents Doc Ondar's Den of Antiques, which is the famous in-universe shop on Batuu where the artifact was sourced. So that's really, really nice. Okay, so that's the box. Let's take a look at the contents. Okay, so right out of the box, the first thing that hit me was the sheer unique silhouette of this piece. Star Wars is famous for its iconic buckets, but this Skiff Guard helmet just stands completely on its own, in my opinion. Look at that, fantastic. I mean, Galaxy's Edge, to be honest, have done a great job with this, with its initial presentation. It's not too weighty. It's okay. And I think it has some real presence to it. You know, look, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so what accessories come with this helmet? Well, it's not much. Basically, you get a set of padding to go inside the helmet. Along with the padding comes a set of little Velcro stickers and the information where the best place to put the stickers on. But the main accessory, which is brilliant, it comes with its own stand, and that's just fantastic. You know, don't have to bother looking for a stand, it's got its own one. So it's fairly simple to connect up. That just pops in there like that. And then the base, now look, this is quite a nice standard base. Comes with Jabba the Hutt's logo there. Look at that, his clan. That is absolutely brilliant, you know. And then the stand, you've got a little hole there, corresponds with a little lug on there. Pop that in, and boom, you've got a stand there. Look at that. That's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. So, taking a look at the inside of this helmet, there's not much to it. There's no electronics in here. So we've just got that metal look around the inside there. And obviously this is the inside of the jaw here. Looks like the animal hide leather. Now, the pads, the little pads that I showed you earlier, these here. Okay, these things here, they get located in these holes here. So you've got one there, one on the side there, and the same the other side. And then you just add the pads to them and adjust it to your head. So yeah, that's the inside. Okay, let's talk details. So the top of this helmet is not bad. It's not bad. You can see a little bit of weathering on there at the front. You can see those rivets, which is nice. Moving round, you have a couple of rivets at the side there. But yeah, it's not a bad look, actually, to be fair. Could it be done a little bit better? Possibly. Yeah, but I'm quite liking this actually. You know, it's not too far from the original, and it does look really, really nice. You know, a couple more rivets at the side there. So yeah, that's not too bad on the top. Moving on to the visor part, that looks like metal. That's what they try to recreate. It's got some nice weathering there, and it's all pitted as well. So you know, I think Disney's actually captured that gritty, sandblasted Tatooine look to the front of that, which is really, really nice. And if I rotate this round, we can see that carries on to the neck guard. We have some rivets there, which is very, 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 very nice. You know, moving that round, that carries all the way round there for the weathering. So all in all, I think that's quite a nice neck guard, and that looks quite authentic, to be fair. And we have the rivets down the side there. Moving on to the face shield, I think that looks really, really, really nice. You know, you've got the tusks there, and if you have a look, that's supposed to be some kind of animal skin. Let's get a close up of that. That looks really, really nice. Maybe could have done a little bit better on that, but hey, look, you know, it's Disney, and I think they've done a cracking job with this. This is the other side. You know, those tusks look really, really nice. So I think they've done a really good job on that. So how does this helmet wear? Well, it's very loose. It fits comfortably, but it's very loose even with the padding in. So unless you've got a rather large head, you know, you would need to sort it out if you're going to use it for cosplay. Visibility all round is great, as you would expect from this kind of helmet. I'm wearing glasses and it's not an issue, although I wouldn't want to pilot a skiff or fight off Luke Skywalker while wearing it though. The jaw, that moves up and down with the clicks, as you can hear. No electronics in this. This is all that it does, which it's replicating what Lando did with the original in the movie, which is fantastic. As a cosplay piece or a display shelf crown jewel, I think this definitely and absolutely passes the test. Okay, so it's time for my final thoughts on this helmet. Well, I think Galaxy's Edge has done a great job. The Skiff Guard helmet is an absolute must-have for all original trilogy fans. I think it represents a niche, beloved piece of Star Wars history that possibly gets overshadowed by stormtroopers and possibly Mandalorians. Having the stand included, brilliant, and it looks great on display. You know, very, very unique helmet, this one. But what do you think? Are you going to add this to your personal cargo bay, or are you holding out for an Imperial or maybe a Rebel bucket? Let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this transmission, don't forget to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like bell, and join the ranks here at the outpost. Until the next time, troopers, keep your blasters set to stun and move along. Long live the Empire.